Hi, welcome to Dogman Teepee Hunting, and if you're listening to this, it will be on the Interdimensional Voyages podcast. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate it. I have a very interesting guest with a very interesting story. It's paranormal, but listen, I'll level with you what it is. Okay, it's a ghost story, but with a difference. Has anyone had interactions with a ethereal, ghostly figure, but even on a physical level, it's been real. Do you know what I mean? It's like so where you're able to sort of you feel the brushing of the a dress going by or the smoke of a cigar smoke. You know, to me, that's more physical sensation. Um, now this lady I'm going to bring straight on, okay? She's a lovely lady called Susie, and she's got an incredible story along these lines. Paranormal, ghost, but something a little bit special, something a little bit more tangible. That's what struck me with this story. Okay, I'm going to bring her on now. Hello,
Hello.
how are
Hello.
you?
All right, thank you.
Good,
Yep,
good. Thank you ever so much for coming on. I do appreciate you coming on the show like this.
that's okay.
You know, uh, Susie, do you mind if I ask a little bit, just for the people watching this, a
Right.
little bit about your background, where
Yep.
you grew up, um, just to give people a rounded view, really,
Yeah, of
of
course.
who Susie is.
Yeah. I was born in Walthamstow, and I was 16 months old when we moved into the Grange flats. They were brand new council flats. They weren't high-rised or anything like that. And it was lovely. They were lovely flats. I used to play out a lot when I was a bit older in those days. You know, we used to play in the flats with all the other kids, and they had Christmas parties and there and everything. Yeah, I
Hmm.
had good times there.
I got a
Um,
picture up of the flats, Susie. Are
yeah.
those the ones?
Sorry,
Are
you've
those the
got
ones?
the
A picture.
picture. Yeah, there's me. It's a Christmas picture of me. I was aged 6.5 then,
I've
and
got, I've got, I've got the flats up. I've got the
yeah,
flats up.
yeah, right.
And then let's have a look. I've got one of you at 6 as well. I'll
Yeah,
get that one up.
that was in our
Here we
living
go.
room.
That's you,
That's
isn't it?
it. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
bless
We
you.
had lovely Christmases and that. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks like you got. Looks like
and
somebody went to town on the decorations.
yeah, my dad. He always was very good like that. He put the decorations up usually in the November time, late November time. No, we had. He used to love doing anything like that. Yep. Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that's
good
lovely.
times.
Happy times, happy times. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
definitely. Yeah, yeah,
So,
they were.
when, so your home life was quite happy, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. My mum and dad worked. My sister worked. In fact, she worked. I think age 15 then, if I remember rightly, because she's 9 years older than me, my sister.
Okay.
And my aunts used to look after me when my mum and dad went to work. But no, they're lovely people. I really had lovely
Mm. I've
times.
got
Yeah.
I've got a picture you sent me up of when you were 11 with your little polka dot dress.
That's it. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I was at a wedding. That was my cousin's wedding.
Was it?
And they actually lived in South Countess Road, Walthamstow. That was a council house. And I
Right.
was born in that house because at the time, my mum and dad lived they lived downstairs of a flat that wasn't far from them. It was a house made into flats, but
Yeah.
it caught fire. The ladies' iron caught fire, so they
Mm.
had to move into my nan's property. So I was actually born round there, and that's how I suppose on the housing list and that we got, got the flats
Mm.
to live in after that. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, right. So, can I ask, when was the first time that you had any kind of paranormal encounter then?
Well, I can honestly say at that age, as I said, I was 11. That's was the encounter I had. I never had anything like that beforehand. Nothing,
Right.
I can't, as a child, I'm talking as a child, I don't know of anything, only that was the encounter I had.
You know,
Yeah.
with your encounter that you had,
Mm.
can you remember, uh, what did anything happen in or around your family that maybe was a trigger? Because sometimes people find those
Well,
triggers.
there's two things I'm going to say now. Now, my dad and my granddad, they used to joke about a lot. The family used to do things and joke about a lot. And in the flats where I lived, now this is before I had the encounter, and I'm not saying it's got anything to do with this. My
Mm.
dad was very good, like with the cine camera in those days, and he done a mock, what do you call it? Oh, Ouija, like a Ouija board, but it wasn't a board. He was doing a joke version, and what I can remember is when I was young, because they were all laughing and everything at the time. It was a joke thing, They done it as if it was really happening. Nobby, it was something nobby, and although they were only doing it as a make believe thing, I wondered, them not knowing, and obviously as I was a kid, I wouldn't have known if anything got triggered there.
Right.
And when I was a child, I wondered, I was sort of interested in that sort of thing, ghost, and I did speak a lot about it in the school classroom. I wondered if I sort of may have triggered something myself, but not really know about it, if you know what I mean, being at such a
Mm.
young age. I did
Yeah.
often wonder, I did actually wonder that, but I can't say for certain. But I
Yeah.
wondered that if I caused anything, like you just don't know, do you, when you're a child, if you've
No,
have
no, you don't.
inflicted
I
anything?
was always I was always interested, Susie. I
Yeah,
can remember going in,
yeah.
brought up in Greenford, right?
Oh, yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
near, in between sandwiched in between Wembley,
All
Ealing, round
right.
that sort of
Yeah,
area, you know? And, I remember going up the library, and the one section of the library I used to
yeah.
enjoy was where all the, paranormal books were, you
Oh,
know?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And it used
yeah.
to be, do you remember that art that it was a famous paranormal book that had that ghost
Um,
standing by the altar. Remember that
yes.
ghost by the altar and that lady coming down the staircase, that
Oh,
picture?
yes, I've got a picture of that. Yes, yeah,
Yeah, it was that book,
yeah.
and it was
Oh,
called
right. Oh,
and it
that's
had Loch Ness
interesting. Very
Monster in it.
interesting.
So
Oh, yeah.
I'd always had the interest in kind of like the unknown, if you like, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I
Um,
always, sorry to interrupt you. When I was a kid, whenever there was a moment, we used to talk about ghosts as children, even in, as I
right,
say, in the classroom and that. If there was ever a moment that was free, we all used to, like amongst ourselves, talk about it.
yeah,
Before I
yeah,
had this experience, you
yeah.
know. Mm,
Did and you were what's the age difference between you and your sister?
9 years.
That's a big
It's,
age difference.
yes, yeah, yeah.
Um, did Did anything happen, like, around her?
Um, I mean, I told my family when this first happened. I told my mum and dad, and I really got the impression that they didn't know what to say at the time when I told them what happened. I remember it hit me. You see, this hit me a little while afterwards, and I just told my mum and dad what happened. My dad always said to me he didn't believe in ghosts, but he believed in UFOs because he was in the in the wartime, he was called up at 18 years old. He was a
Oh,
flight tester,
oh,
in the air,
conscription. Yeah,
right?
conscription, wasn't it? Mm.
But I'll go back to you about my dad in a minute. Um, so I got the impression, because don't forget, it's not like this day and age where they've got people you can ask, like groups and everything. It wasn't like
Yeah.
that so much then, was it? I wish there was
No.
somebody that could have come out and looked into it at the time, because I would not sleep without the light on. I had to have the light on either in the bedroom or in the hallway. And I remember my mum calling out saying, Susan, turn the lights off.
Yeah.
Or I would creep in and get in their bed. It was, they didn't even know I was in there half the time because I was too frightened to go to sleep in that room.
Right.
It was like that for a very long time. Me feeling like that, it was horrible. I mean, I'm not
Alright,
like
let's
it now. I'm not like it now.
no,
But yeah,
no.
yeah,
Alright, Susan, for the people at home, can you tell us, what actually happened and what this lady you saw, what
right.
happened? Right from the beginning, right
All
from the
right. Okay. So I was like, I was sleeping in my bed, and the woman, I I should imagine it was must have been early hours of the morning. That's all I can say, because I say I can't remember the exact time of when it actually happened, but it was obviously early hours
mm,
in the morning. She So I'm laying obviously asleep in my bed. She was by the side of my bed, standing up in front, like that. Say I was laying down there. That was my bed. She was like that,
can
just
you put your
standing
phone
there.
down a bit? Put
Yeah,
angle your phone down a bit? That's it.
I
Or,
said she's like that, and I was obviously laying on the bed there. She said, "Do you know who I am?" And all I remember is like with my hand stroking the material, like touching the material of her dress like that. And I
okay,
can,
I'm gonna put the picture of the lady, the first
yeah, of
one you
course, yeah.
gave me,
That's
right?
only the best drawing I could do. I'm not
Okay.
an artist, but
No, sure.
I did. I told you I done a picture going back quite a few years ago, and unfortunately, I've misplaced it. But if ever I find it, I will definitely get back to you. Yes, that's the
Yeah.
picture. That's what she looked like. She had her arms down the side when she was by the side of my bed, but I was just drawing it so you could see
Yeah.
what
Were
she
you
looked
in the
like.
bedroom were you in the bedroom alone?
Oh yes, yeah, I was. Yeah, this I was on by myself in the next bedroom. Yeah, it was only a 2-bedroom flat.
Right. Um, she looks actually quite a kindly woman.
I mean, she wasn't. She was a nice looking woman. Don't get me wrong. She was nice looking. She
Yeah,
had
she looks
lovely,
nice
very,
looking.
very long dark hair. And as I say, I had to do the best with that. You can see the sash in the middle where I've done it.
Yeah.
Um, but it just hit me afterwards. As I say, she did try to get close to me as well. And can you see how I'm sitting now like this? She was going like that, trying to get close to me, and was pulled back by an unseen force.
Oh, she the ghost
This
of this
this ghost,
lady,
yes,
she was pulled back.
yeah, she was trying to get right like that, close to me like that. But all I saw her was she was like that, being pulled back like that by an unseen. Went into nothing after that. Yeah,
Right. Did she talk to you?
not then. She only spoke when she was standing up by the side of my bed. Yeah.
Right, and what did she say then?
You know, when I first told you she's standing by the side of my bed, she said, "Do you know who I am?" That's what she said.
Did you know who she was?
Not really, no. I tried to think who it could be, but I can't 100% tell you really. I got the impression she was quite. It was going back centuries, I should imagine, by the clothing she had on.
Yeah.
If it makes sense to you, I mean, it's a very sort of deep situation, isn't it? It
It
looks sort of,
it
doesn't it? The
it
habit
looks
type.
like yeah, it does. It looks to me like a nun's habit or a
It does, doesn't it? But she hasn't got the the thing that they have on the nuns wear on the top.
yeah,
Wimfold, is it, or something? Yeah,
yeah, and usually
I know.
unless they're kind of,
Unless wherever she'd come from, um, I mean, who knows? I tried to find out
mm,
what was on the grounds before
mm.
the Grange
Yeah,
flats.
nuns normally wouldn't have such long hair,
No,
you know,
no,
um, because, the whole thing is, in
I know.
no self-embellishment, no,
No, no, that's right.
no
You
kind
know,
of, like,
well,
makeup or
James Street is right opposite. That was a main road opposite the flats where I lived. Okay, and there was a church, an old church there, but it
right?
was pulled. But it was pulled down, and they had St James's Health Centre put there for people like with all the doctors and that. My mum actually worked there as a telephonist, and now that opened about. I think that opened about 1969. That's how long ago it is. So I don't know. Was there any disturbance from anything? You know, I
Well,
just
that's
don't
it,
know.
yeah. Do you know,
Um,
wouldn't it be fascinating to know if anyone else in those block of
I
flats had
know. I'd
anything?
love to know. I used to talk about it a lot to all people, and they never ever. I mean, whether they wanted to say anything, I really don't know. But
Mm,
I'd like to know. I would love to know if anyone and the people who moved in, obviously after us. Again, I don't know if they've had anything. I don't know if they've had any disturbances or anything.
no.
But
But it
regarding
was
my, sorry, go on. You take.
no, just a quick one.
Yeah,
It was you said, was it then that you felt the material
yeah.
of
It's yeah. I can remember it as I put my hand like touching her dress, like it went like that. It was very smooth, the material. So it must have been like it was a cottony. That's the
yeah,
sort of material it was. Yeah. I
yeah.
could actually feel that, the sensation of her material, her clothing.
Was there any
Yeah.
smell? Was there any perfume or smell?
Oh no, I really don't recall. I don't recall any perfume smells. I really don't recall that. You know.
Okay. Alright
Um,
then.
But going back to my dad, he always said to me he didn't believe in ghosts, but my dad's passed away since. And what I
Mhm.
did was I went back to my mum's, like where I used to live, because I was going to the funeral, the Monday. So I got there on the Friday night, and we were having our tea in the living room, and all of a sudden there was a smash from upstairs, right? My mum looked at me, we both looked at us. I said, "It's all right, mum." I went upstairs, and what it was, my dad had this in my bedroom. Since moving out, he had his work things up there and everything. There was a picture of a train on there, but the artist's name was a James somebody, and that was on the floor. Now, I don't know whether that was my dad trying to say, like, that you know, he's got through to us or
Wow.
something. It does make you wonder. But my sister said to me not so long ago, like since I'm older now, she said Dad always said that if there was any way of getting through, he'd try to. Now, I don't know if that was him. It could have been him. It might
Do
have
you
been
know
a.
that's isn't that strange, Susie?
It is,
Right?
yeah.
You said
Mm,
that he didn't believe in ghosts,
yes,
right?
my dad
Now, do
didn't.
you
No.
think he said that not so he didn't scare a
He
younger
could have
child
done
of his?
because he could have done because when I got older, like when I was about
Mm.
13, 14. All right, can I just let the dog out a minute?
Yeah, of
I just
course. Go on
yeah.
then.
Go on then, Bobby. I'll leave it open because you might want to come back in.
What's your
Um,
dog? What is it? What's your
Bobby.
dog?
Oh, he's got collie in him, Jack Russell. He's a bit of a mixture. He's a rescue dog. He's 10 years old now. Yeah.
Go and sort him out. I'll pause this, all right? Don't let him
Okay
bark.
then.
All right,
Okay
I'll
then.
pause it.
There was
Okay.
no one out there. I thought it might have been a delivery or something. There was no one there.
Okay.
Sorry, what was he getting up to? I can't remember when you
No,
were talking.
I was just saying that
Um,
for your father not to
yeah,
believe in ghosts, um,
he.
he must
Yeah.
have done, because he was doing the Ouija.
Well, what that was, it was he was doing a mock one. You know, I told you he had a cine film. It was a
Right.
joke. It was like a joke thing. He wasn't actually doing a serious one. It was a joke type one. He got something that looked like something was moving and it wasn't. But
Oh,
what I was wondering was, I mean, I don't know whether it did cause anything unknowingly to him, although they were just
yeah,
having a
yeah,
joke and that was
yeah.
just a theory of mine, if you know what I mean. Um,
Why did he believe in UFOs? What made him believe in UFOs? Did he ever tell
because
you?
well, it's ever so strange. Later in life, because I, I do believe that we're not the only people here and that, but he used to just come out now and again and say, "Oh, they like water," you know, these what they call it, UFOs and that. Where there's water, he said that they're often seen. He's very strange, my dad. He didn't talk about it all the time, but he used to come out with some interesting things. I think because I suppose if you're in the air flying and that, like
Hmm.
they were, you know, because at one time they thought the plane was going to come down when they were in there. They didn't think they'd make it, but luckily they
What did
did.
he what if you don't mind, Susie,
Yes.
with your phone,
Yeah.
if you could just hold it, like, a little
Oh,
bit
sorry.
away.
Is that all
That's
right?
it.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's all right. I
Yeah.
tell you what, because we were getting a picture of your ear then.
All right. Yes. Okay then. Yeah.
That's much
No,
better.
he said when they were in the plane once, they thought they had it. Luckily, they landed all right. But I think perhaps people that are in the air that have got more of an open mind on UFOs and that sort of thing. Some, I'm not
Yeah.
saying all of them, but it was very strange at the time. But going back when I said to you when I was a teenager, when there was some programs coming on TV, one of them was Boys and Girls Come Out to Play. What it was, when the full moon came out, these kids got up to no good. And I remember my dad saying, "You're not watching that," because I can understand it being a parent because obviously they didn't want me getting frightened and all because I still put the light on in the hallway and that,
Yeah.
even when I was
Yeah.
older. So I didn't watch
Yeah.
it. I'd like to see it now, but unfortunately I couldn't find anything on that one. I think it was a BBC program when they had play for the Today. It
Was
sounded
it
good.
was it what was it called again?
Boys and Girls Come Out to Play. Um, that's what it was called, and I think it was on BBC One. It was Play for Today, I think. That's going back years ago now.
Yeah, I remember the plays for today. Yeah,
But I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I tried to find out about it if it could, you know, if it would be on again. But it's very old. But because I know sometimes they put things on, but I've never seen it since. And also, I must have been coming up to about 15 when The Exorcist come out. My dad said, "Don't go and see that." So he did sort of, I suppose it's like protection, really.
Yeah,
And I
that's what
didn't
that
see
would
it,
be.
to be honest. I've never seen that film. I did do. I've always done what he sort of recommended because I suppose they were thinking of me, really, at the end of the day, as well. You know, being
Yeah,
frightened and that, being a parent. You know,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So I remember those words. When I spoke to Mum about it, like later years,
Mm.
I don't know. I think she just found it a little bit difficult, but not in a rotten way. I suppose she never said yes or no or anything, but I did say I did see her mum, you know, and but she, you know, that's how she took it really. Um,
Oh, right.
yeah,
Uh, um, okay. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
yeah,
I'll just have a little look for you.
yeah,
Okay. All right, have a little look at your phone screen. All right, just one minute.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Is that
find
all right?
something.
Uh,
Yeah, no, that's fine. Have a
yeah.
little look at this. Boys and Girls Come Out to Play was the
I have to put my
title of a
glasses on. Sorry, because I can't
1973.
see it. Sorry,
Yeah,
I can't
Boys
see
and
in this eye.
it says
Right.
Boys and Girls Come Out to Play was the
Yeah.
title of a 1973 episode of the BBC anthology series Menace,
Oh, right, that's
not
interesting,
played
isn't it?
not Play for Today.
Oh,
Though
it's not
Play for
played for today.
Today.
I thought it. I'm only going back because
Yeah,
it's a
I
long time
didn't
ago.
know. Do you know, it's something I hadn't heard of. Although Play for Today did produce a series called Coming Out
Oh, right.
in
Oh,
1979.
yeah, I can't remember, to be honest. I can't remember that.
That explored similar themes of hidden identity.
Mm.
Um,
It was definitely the one that I think the first one, Boys and Girls Come Out to Play. Um,
right,
yeah,
okay.
but it
Interesting.
is. Yeah, yeah, they were
Right.
good. Then.
And so he said, "No, you're not watching The Exorcist either?"
Yeah, and I didn't go to see it. I always kept to his word. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
Was it quite a religious house, your house? Were you Christian? Did you go?
No, we weren't. No, we weren't overly. Wasn't really religious. I was baptized a Catholic. Although
Mm,
we were Catholics, we weren't strict Catholics. If
mm,
you know what I mean. I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I didn't go to church every Sunday, all that sort of thing. No,
Right.
definitely not strict Catholics. And we weren't, you know, like you with some religions, and nothing like that. Just an ordinary family, really. You know,
Yeah,
that's all,
yeah,
really.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I get you mean.
yeah, yeah.
Um, was that the last that you saw of that apparition, that lady in black? Was that the last you saw of her?
In that situation, yes. Um, the only thing I can tell you now, this was later in life, but it wasn't her. It's not the woman I'm talking about. But she did this. What it was, we were invited out to a 1970s night where they sing that. You know, you go and watch someone sing, but it was a 70s night, 1970s night. And when this couple come on, well, they were not a couple; they were separate people, but a man and a woman. The woman, I actually got a kind of a fright, if you know what I mean. I was quite taken back because this woman really looked like her, right? But it's not her. For some reason, she's just looked like her, but I couldn't get over it. And that's how I don't know what I'd be like if I saw that woman appear to me again in the room. At my age, I really don't. But I would say, could she could have taken her off. Like if she was acting or something, she would have
Yeah.
been very good for it. That's how much this woman looked. And the strange thing was, she had a lovely outfit on, but it was black. You see,
Right.
she's
Odd.
not. I didn't even know her. She didn't know me, and I didn't
Mm.
even know the man either, the singer. But it was very startling. That's all I can
Yeah.
say. It was very
Yeah.
startling to
You
me.
sent me another illustration of what you
Yes,
drew. I'm
yes,
gonna
that
put
was
this
in.
up now, okay?
Yeah,
Right,
that's it. Yeah,
right, okay, and I'm
yeah,
gonna put the other one up previously, alright?
yeah. Because there is a
Right, that
difference in clothes, is it? Yeah,
yeah, right, so
yeah,
she's got more of a longer almost like a
yeah,
habit, if you like,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah. That's
this
it.
this lady, yeah, she's
Yeah.
got a much shorter skirt, but yeah, black
It's
again.
sorry, it's a coat. As I say, I tried to. That's why it's got the collar. Is it? What it is?
Yeah,
She had a black coat on. Again, 1970s fashion. They were shorter in those
mm,
days, as you know.
yeah,
And yeah, and that to
right.
see what I saw in my room, to see her standing on that shop floor, well, I, I was told she must have been attached to me. There must have been an attachment to me with her, with that ghost.
Did she look the same as the previous one?
Yes, she was exactly the same, but the strange thing was she was standing on the shop floor, right? This is before I knew she was there. I was standing at the counter with my mum because she was buying something for our tea, for us to have for our tea. And I just happened to turn round, like, I turned round and she was standing on the shop floor, but she was laughing, like that loud, it'd be loud as a rule. She was really laughing, but she
Yeah.
had that coat on, but there was no sound coming out of her. And the other shoppers, they were just carrying on doing their shopping as if they didn't see this ghost woman. They didn't see her. It's as if she was just placed there. It's very, very strange. I know it seems odd to you, but it's the truth that I'm telling you.
Right.
I
Oh,
really
no,
don't
I believe
understand
you.
it. I don't
I
understand
believe you.
myself.
No, I believe you.
You
I'm
know,
just trying to figure it out, but, I'm just trying to
I really don't know. I don't
uh,
know. I really can't.
what do you what you did you say that the lady with the coat on, right,
Yes.
who looked like the first one,
Yeah,
right?
she's the
He looked like
same
the one
one,
in the
but she had a
picture,
coat
right?
on. That's it.
She's a
It's the same. Yeah.
pretty looking girl, a
Yes.
pretty looking lady. She
Um,
really is,
I would say she must, I mean, from 11-year-old's point of view, right? I would say she was, it's hard to say exactly, I would say late 20s, that sort of age, late 20s, 28. It's hard to say. I'm only going by a child's point of view, see, what
yeah,
I had
yeah,
seen at that time.
right.
But I was, I held on to my mum's arm. I was really frightened when I saw her.
Um,
It's terrible, really. I was frightened.
what f what part of it scared you? Was it her
Well,
presence
seeing
or
her,
was it
well, I was just doing this, like, went shopping with my mum. This is going back now. I'm only taking a guess about 3 weeks after my experience. So it's
right,
still
okay.
quite,
Oh, I got
so
you,
it's
I
still
got you.
quite new,
Mm.
isn't it?
Yeah, I
So
got
to
you,
see
yeah.
her standing by my room and then seeing her, in my mind, you think, oh, I didn't think I'm going to
Yeah,
see her again.
yeah, no. You can I ask you this? You know when
Yeah,
you said she was laughing, but nothing came out?
yeah. Really, when someone, when they laugh and they've got their mouth open laughing, you know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're
That,
trying to say, but people would look the same if they were screaming
yeah,
or
yeah,
shouting.
that's it. She was laughing, right, really laughing, but there was no sound coming out of her. And there really wasn't any sound, but she had that laughing face at me when I turned round.
Oh, yeah, she
So
saw
is
she you
it to
mean
say, yeah,
she
is it,
made co eye contact with you?
yeah, oh yeah, yes, yeah,
So she made eye contact with you in this
yeah,
shop, right?
yeah,
And then she made this face as if she was you said laughing, but it could
laughing.
be Right, so but I'm laughing
Really
really with
laughing,
a face as your eyes
yeah,
go
yeah,
small, your mouth
yeah,
gets
yeah,
wide,
yeah.
and you kinda
She was
like
just,
that.
yeah, it's all she was,
That's
she did it.
freaky. That's
Yeah,
freaky. That is really freaky.
I just don't understand it. And for me to be that age as well,
Mm.
no
Who
wonder
are
I
you
could.
Susie, who were you in
Yeah.
the shop with again? Who were you in the shop with?
My mum.
Right, did you pull your mum's hand? Did you say to your mum, "Look,
I
look,
just,
look at her, look at her"?
I didn't actually, I never actually said anything. I don't know if that was because I was in shock. I think I must have been shocked, if you know what I mean. Because as
Yeah,
I turned round, I quickly turned back, but I held on. I just, being a young child, I held on to my mum while we were still looking at the food in that counter. And I didn't turn back.
right.
So,
That is, that's the I tell you what it reminds me a little bit of. It reminds me of, do you remember that film, The Body Snatchers, with Donald Sutherland?
no, I don't. I've heard about
Yeah.
it, but I don't remember seeing it, to be honest.
Right, yeah, it's
Yeah,
that one where they kind of like get overtaken by this
yeah,
like parasitic
yeah,
uh alien
yeah,
plant people do. And
mm,
they when they look at people, right, they
yeah,
look human,
yeah.
but the giveaway to it is they kind of point with their mouths open, they point at you go
No,
like that.
no, I don't. No,
That
I
kind of
don't.
thing.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
see it, to be honest. I didn't see that.
no,
I've
but
heard people
that
talk about it in the past, but I'd never
mm,
seen that
yeah,
film. I didn't, you
but
know. No,
it
she was
reminds
just
me a little
laughing, just
from yeah,
laughing. It
that's
was as
what
if to
it's like.
say, I mean, I don't know. I'm only surmising this. It's as if to say, oh, I'm here, like, still, you know what I mean? But she's in a different attire, the coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid again, solid. I just don't understand it. It is over me. I just don't know. But
Is that
I've
the
never.
last time is that the last time you ever saw her?
Yes, then, yeah. As I say, and I told you about the Sainsbury's. That was the original Sainsbury's in Walthamstow High Street. Because
Right.
again, I think in the later 80s, they moved. They moved. They're still in the high street, but it's a different one. I think they moved slightly down, if I remember. It would. You probably be able to look that up. You can see pictures of the old Sainsbury's in the 60s in the
Okay.
high street of Walthamstow. So it's the original Sainsbury's this happened in. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna have a little look at that and then I'm gonna
yeah.
um yeah. Did anything so your mum never saw it? Your mum never
Well,
saw
no, because I never said anything. To be honest, I just turned back quick and just held. It happened so quick, and I was scared. I just held onto her arm and just sort of was a bit quiet, really, just looking at the food, you know. And then we sort of went somewhere else, just left, to buy the food at the checkout counter. Yeah,
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna bring the bring I've got a couple of photos, but when you have a look at them, you'll be
yeah,
able to let us know what
yeah.
if they're
Okay.
the right ones. Um,
Mhm.
hang on, let's have a look.
I know they
Right,
did have a one in on the internet of the Walthamstow Saints, but I'm sure they did. Yeah, J
that one
Sainsbury's. So,
look like that one.
I think that is the old one. Yeah, they've got the old. Yeah, that's where the old prams and that used to be outside. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the old Sainsbury's. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because the
right.
newer one was outside the
Because
80s.
yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah, so you can see what I mean. How old it is.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I'll see if because I mean the very old one, right? The very
Oh,
old one.
the very old ones. I think. Oh, I don't know. They looked like they had. Don't know. They looked different from the outside, didn't they? If I remember rightly.
Yeah. I mean, that's like kind of just, look like that.
I've
And
lost
it,
your picture at the moment. Oh, yeah,
no,
that's
here,
it.
look. How
Oh
about that
no,
one?
that's the very, very old-fashioned type one.
Yeah. So the
And
one before, really.
yeah, but it's the other one, the 60s one, like you showed me. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. No, that's the one with the prams. It's funny about that. I can remember that going to in Greenford. I
Yeah.
remember we didn't have any supermarket, and then Greenford originally had
Yeah.
a cinema, a small cinema
Yeah.
where I grew up, and then they turned the cinema into it broke our hearts. But to be honest with you, it broke a lot
Yeah.
of people's hearts, not mine
Yeah.
because I was too young. But they turned it into a Tesco's.
Oh,
But
right. Right.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
can remember for some reason all the mums would leave the prams
That's
outside.
it. They all used to do that years ago.
Why was
Yeah.
that? What was that about?
Well, it's just different era, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
mean, I know they said to me, my nan left me outside, like to buy some bread or something in the shop, and the only thing was, she walked home and only realised she left me out there, and then she really got worried and went back. I was still sitting in the pram. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it was a thing that people did then. You know,
Yeah,
different
yeah,
times. I mean, it
yeah,
was
exactly.
different those days, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can remember that happening. I think, that was on purpose. Yeah, my dad would just like kind of
Yeah,
leave me in a pram outside
yeah.
Tesco's with a little note, don't feed after midnight.
No, it's
um,
strange times.
is it, did you have, uh, did you have anything else happen to you? I mean, because a lot of times when people have something like this happen to them, it opens up like more of a
I'm
paranormal
very
story.
interested. Yeah, I'm very interested in ghosts, as you can imagine, because I always wanted to find out about why did it happen to me, and even when I was at school, I used to be asking questions, trying to find out, where she's from and all that. I remember doing that. In fact, while I'm talking to you, and we've got a group called G.A.P.S. It's called Ghost and Paranormal Society, North Essex. But we all help one another. I'm not in charge of the group. We're all sort of, we're all got the same interest.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard the Robertburre Pub in Great Clacton.
I have, yeah, I used
Yeah,
to, yeah,
yeah.
I lived in
Well,
Clacton,
yeah.
yeah. Mm,
Well, we have our meetings in the function room. It's a free entry. The only money people pay is £10 for the year, because I'd like we do ghost investigations when they come up, but you've got to be insured, you see. So
yeah.
I've got insurance cover for that, and they're all like-minded. They're very nice to people.
Okay,
So
what's it called again? What's your group called?
G.A.P.S.
Is it
That's
on Facebook?
we're getting a Facebook page. I'm going to be an admin, and so's two others, but we haven't got it up yet. But I do put things out when the group's on and everything, and people see it.
Okay,
So
where
yeah.
can people at the moment, where could people find you if they wanted to?
Well, they can contact me, or they can, if they type in G.A.P.S, like I've told you, Ghost and Paranormal Society in North Essex, the details should come up. But if they
Okay,
don't, they're
I'll
very
put that
welcome.
in now. I'll
Yeah,
put that in now. Okay,
sometimes you're lucky.
GAP gap
S, yeah,
gap.
G.A.P.S, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Right. Gaps.
yeah,
Paranormal.
Society North Essex. Um, if you can't get anything, they're very welcome to contact me by
Uh,
phone.
well, I mean, what I'll do is I'll leave. It'll be in the description, guys. Okay. So what I'll
Yeah,
do, and when Susie, after this is over, Susie will give
Yeah,
contact details,
I'll
and
give
then
you the
I'll actually
details.
leave
Yeah,
them.
they're very
Yeah,
welcome.
Paranormal,
Yeah.
North Essex. We'll
And
put that
we've
in.
got uh, technicians, and they're only young. They're a lot younger than I am, in their 20s, who have got all the equipment as well. So that's very good for our group. Yeah, it's a nice group. So people, if they give us a call, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just having a look now. Okay, right. Yeah, North. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, no, you haven't got a website either, but you
No,
have got.
we haven't got a website. No, not. But
No,
we are
okay.
going to have a page. We are going to have a Facebook page, and that'll be
Yeah.
going up soon. But I will give info
Okay.
out. Welcome to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind
No, you're very
tagging along
welcome.
on that one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
you're
mind
very
tagging.
welcome. I can always contact you if there's anything going on, or and
Yes,
you would
please
like to come
do.
along. Yeah, you're very welcome.
Yeah, please do.
Um,
Yeah, I would like that
so
very much. I'm, I'm always up to help new groups and new
yeah,
genuine groups.
yes,
Who are
yeah,
pe- people that have had uh, who run like your group
yes. It's
is
only
a
just a straight. Yeah,
non-profit. You're
that's
there
it.
really to help people who've had paranormal
That's it.
and who want to find out more about the paranormal.
Because I think it's because of me as well. Uh,
Mm,
what happened to me as a child. I think
yeah.
that's why as well. This is why I want to do
Mm,
things like this. I've been on ghost
mm,
investigations before this, but this
yeah.
is a different sort. We're ghost investigators, but it's not, as you say, we're non-profit. We're a
Mm,
non-profit group. I do a boot sale in the summer, and I'm doing a
yeah.
Christmas table that goes towards equipment, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, so, and I've always said, if it ever closed down, which I hope it doesn't, the money will go to an animal charity,
Oh, yeah.
So,
I think that's a good idea.
yeah,
Dogs home. Dogs home.
yeah, yeah. So, but I'm hoping that the group will continue for a good many years, if
Yeah.
because it could help
Well,
people.
I'll tell you what. I will give it all the publicity and help I
Thank you very
possibly can.
much. Thank you. Thank you
All
very
right.
much. Yeah.
And I would like to go under one proviso when you next do a outing or a
I will
meeting.
definitely let you know. I'll definitely let you know. We've got
That would be lovely.
some things coming up, hopefully later this year, and
Brilliant.
I will definitely get in touch with you.
Because I
Yeah,
like it. Like I said, I like non-profit groups that do it for
yeah,
the
that's
whole
definitely.
point of what we do is
Yeah,
because we want a greater understanding
that's
of the
right.
paranormal. It's
That's right.
not to make,
No,
45 quid a person to go on
definitely.
to
No,
go
that's
on
right.
a ghost hunt because that is just sheer profit. We don't.
That's
I'm not
terrible, isn't it?
interested in
I've
that.
seen these, pay
Yeah,
all that money. I mean, when we do anything, we do it because we want to do it. We want to, and a lot of the
exactly.
times things might not
Mm,
happen, but
yeah.
we don't charge. Definitely not. No,
No.
definitely
Well,
not.
I've been on a lot of organised ones where you have to
Yeah.
pay 40, 45 quid
Oh no,
thinking, that,
I know, it's
well,
terrible.
I've been on quite a few of them,
Yeah.
thinking, with different groups,
It's not
thinking,
the
oh,
same
well,
personally. It's you. I don't
no,
get when I have been on them. It's not the same as what we're doing. If you know what I
no,
mean. It's just very
it,
just not the same.
it didn't turn up anything
Because you've got
because
to
the
go to
people,
a place, perhaps like more than one occasion,
mm,
and
yeah,
just going on the first day, as I
mm,
say, it's just something to me. It's not the
yeah.
same. Yeah,
No, and I think because the intent is different with these groups to your group,
yeah,
I think the paranormal entities know this. They know
yes,
this. I've been on these things and
yeah.
nothing comes up, and I was very disappointed. So, there you go.
Well, I heard from a person. They went on one somewhere, and they reckon that it was fixed. You know, they did something and they thought that the people don't notice. You know, they say it was a ghost and it wasn't. So it's terrible, really, isn't it? You know, doing something like that when people are paid money.
Susie, you know what
Pardon?
I was very
Yeah.
naughty, Susie. What I did when I went on the
Yeah.
organised ones, I
Yeah.
used to go off on my own. I used to
Did
leave
you?
the main group
Yeah.
and go off on my
Yeah.
own. Yeah.
Oh, so you
Because
done your own.
of
Yeah.
that. Because of that. Because
Yeah.
of
Oh, yeah.
being, you know,
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah.
If I was on my
Yeah.
own, I'd have a better chance of having an interaction without it being caused
That's
by
right. Yeah.
something which
Yeah.
wasn't paranormal,
Yeah.
let's say. So,
Now,
yeah.
yeah, I find the ghost guided walks are very interesting. You know, when you
Yeah.
go to places and they take you on a guided walk, they're quite interesting, knowing the history about places and that.
Yeah, I
You
like that.
know,
Oh,
that
yeah.
sort of thing. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think there's one in Whitechapel, you know. Haven't been on it, but I'm sure there's one at Whitechapel
and
in London.
they probably have got one. I know they do Jack the Ripper ones, don't they?
Yeah.
And they do the ghost ones. They
Mm.
are very good. No, they are good. I've been on the Jack the Ripper one.
What's that
That
like?
was, well, I'm going back many years ago. This author, and I can't think of his name. I'm going back many years, a good few years ago. He took us on one, but it was again very interesting, going around the
Yeah.
streets and that, you know.
Yeah.
No, they're good. I think they're good, the guided tours. I wish, in a way, I wish there was more ones like that as well, where it's people that don't mind, like people showing from the outside where something's happened, like true life cases. I think that's nice, if as long as the people don't mind you like talking about it, that sort of thing.
Yeah. When the show's over, we need to talk.
No, that's all right. That's okay.
We need to
That's
talk.
okay.
All right,
Yeah.
don't go anywhere. When the show's over, stay where you are.
Yeah, I will.
All right.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm gonna if you haven't got anything else to say, I'll wrap this episode up if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's lovely. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you.
And I'll leave a description for you guys at home of contact details, or I'll leave a description. I'm so stupid. I'll leave in the description contact details so that you can get in touch with Susie and her group. Yeah, I just want to say thank you, Susie, for coming on. It's been an absolute privilege.
Lovely. It's nice
And
for me as well.
and please stay on when I
Yeah, I
turn this
will.
off.
I
And
will.
uh, those of you at home watching, thank you very much for joining. It's always great to have you, and I do appreciate the time that you give up watching this. And yeah, from us too, I shall say adios and thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.